Hello, and welcome back to Ant Gaming Suite. My name is Anthony, and we are once again back with another video of Valorant here. We're going to be talking about the new update that's going to be coming out and releasing in the up and coming hours, and even possible day. Should be expected in the next 13 hours. I believe that is when the bundle ends. But before we jump straight into the Valorant 1.07 updates and complaints and maps and skins, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I do appreciate you guys watching the video, supporting my channel at the moment. That is greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. And let's jump straight into the Valorant update, patch note 1.07. Okay, so with the Killjoy, she is getting the first update for the first time ever since 1.06 here. They're going to be doing a bit of nerfing, doing a bit of adjustments, and so on and so forth. Anyway, we're going to be jumping into the first agent update here. There is a huge complaint regarding to the Sage nerf here. RIP Sage, no more Sage. There's a whole bunch of issues going on. So first of all, Sage heal here. So her original healing ability was 100 HP over 5 seconds. It is going to be reduced a drastic amount from 60 over to 5 seconds. So that's a complete huge drop in the healing capabilities. That's from 500 HP down all the way to 300 HP within the 5 seconds. That is a huge nerf to the character of Sage here. In terms of the self-heal as well, what they've gone and done is that they've reduced it 100 HP over 5 seconds from self-heal down to 60 over 10 seconds. So you're going to have a longer duration when you self-heal. That totally, absolutely makes sense here, as a lot of people were complaining about why can Sage self-heal themselves. That is pointless. The whole point of her is to heal other people. But anyway, that's a whole debacle and a different debate. So the reason why Valorant has decided to reduce the amount of healing throughout the round is because self-healing to make it more expensive to do so, and it makes it more, I guess, critical thinking and decisions whether or not you heal a particular agent or your teammate. So it really comes down depending on how you play her out. But anyway, moving on to the next skill here, her slow orb. So with her slow orb here, they have drastically reduced the AoE effect of it. So why would they go ahead and reduce the effect of this slow orb? The reason is they wanted to make it more competitive. You have to be more precise as to where you aim your slow orb. You can't just drastically just aim here and shoot and expect a huge area effect to be slowed. They're going to make it a bit more competitive and a bit more challenging. Alright, the next one's going to be a lot more of a huge nerf to the character. It depends on how you use it, right? So, the barrier orb here. So what they've gone and done is they have reduced it, the cost of it, from 400 to 300. The reason why they've reduced the cost of it is because when you fortify the barrier or the wall, it will start off with 400 HP. If it is not shot within 3 seconds or 3 seconds of delay, it will be fortified to 800 HP. So that is a huge problem here. The reason why that is, as soon as Sage puts up a wall, you shoot it. That's a quick and easy defeating the purpose of it, so you can count it at a fairly easy rate. Anyway, so that is it for Sage. What are your thoughts of the Sage nerf that is going to be coming to 1.07? Let me know in the comment section down below. Are you guys happy about it? Are you sad about it? Are you angry about it? I don't know. Let me know in the comment. Anyway, moving on. So this is Killjoy's first and ever nerf that is going to be happening to her here. You know, with the amount of nano swarm that's going to be triggering throughout the side during defense, that is fairly annoying. So what they've gone and decided is they're going to do a bit of a wind up before the activation of the damage occurs. So it's going to be a little wind and then damage occurs. Just a little brief effect. But they have drastically reduced the DPS here. They've reduced it from 60 to 40. But even then, I think it will still do a huge damage to the team, even when someone's trying to defuse it or not. So the reason why Valorant here has gone and decided that is that they said that it feels like it's currently dealing far too much damage and players aren't able to engage in the desired counterplay here. So what they're referring to is the counterplay in terms of the bomb or even trying to push aside and nano swarm comes up. It's very difficult just simply jumping across that to make it to safety. So that is pretty much it with Killjoy. The only minor updates I'd see is that Sova can no longer detect the turret anymore, and pretty much the location of the nanoswarm cannot be detected. It can only shoot at the enemy's last location, which is pretty much a small nerf to Killjoy. Other than that, not too much change to it besides the DPS on the nanoswarm, which is what we're more worried about. Okay, the big man of Viper here. So Viper hasn't been a fairly picked hero even in the competitive and esports scene here. She's absolutely useless, and there are far better agents to use compared to her. So what they've gone and done is they've decided to buff her up. So with the toxic screen, you can now simply place the toxic screen across during buy zone simply through the spawn barrier, so which is a great effect, being able to easily and cast your screen barrier at an early stage. I don't know if it's going to make too much of a difference here. I don't think it would be. It can set up for a lot of fakes, but we'll see how it is used. I don't think too many people will be picking this even in the esports scene here. Toxic screen will go up a lot faster, which makes it a lot easier for your team to push at the same time when you do so. In terms of the DK smoke ability will no longer affect the allies, which is a great bonus. I've always thought to myself, why have they gone ahead and simply affect your teammates' DK armor? I don't get the point when it should be against your enemy. But now they've gone ahead and changed that one, which should be a greater effect in terms of pushing it if we use Viper's smoke. The area of the Viper pit is now shown in her teammates' minimap when deployed, which is which was initially wasn't installed into the game. Since I've done that, that is a great effect, so you can see when she casts that. But here is the big change. The big change is with the breach. Okay. So what they've gone and done with the breach here is that the flashpoint, the flash charge has increased from 2 to 3. The windup has decreased by 0.1 of a second in terms of the flashpoint, making you be able to flash and then instantly push the enemy to take a quick peek or even a quick kill. In terms of the rolling thunder here, the detonation has decreased from 0.03 to 0.255. So a lot of the it wouldn't be a buff. It's more of a I wouldn't say it's a nerf, sorry. It should be more of a buff to breach here. So if anything, if you guys go out and play breach as of 1.07 patch, let me know what are your thoughts and the updates on the buff for breach here. And in terms of the concussion shot, enemies will no longer be able to de-scope or prevent them from re-scoping when they're in concussion, which is a great effect here. You're gonna just have to spray and pray and hope you get him. With Sova here, there isn't too much of a change here. They've only fixed his little Superman cape that's going on with his hitbox here, and that is pretty much it. Nothing too much of a change, or not too many of a change here, I should actually say. In terms of the weapon updates, all shotguns, they've been able to, when getting a headshot by the shotgun, the aim punch would be lower on all other weapons. So not too much of a shotgun thing, don't really use it. Shorty is an absolutely amazing weapon though, if you decide to use it in a close quarter combat zone here. So hitting an enemy past 10 minutes will apply a different tagging value to them instead of the standard tagging. New tagging is 30% slower for 0.5 a second on a smooth curve. So that's from a distance at a greater length with the shotgun here. The reason why they've gone and done this is the goal is to help change and improve the feel of playing against shotgun and ensure that there isn't end up being the odds of being absolutely demolished by them. Nerf here, they've increased the price of Judge from 1.5 to 1.6. Shorty, the fall off range has now decreased from 9 meters to 7 meters. So you're going to be up a lot more closer and a lot more tighter. In terms of the headshot multiplier, it's decreased down from 3 to 2 now. This is going to be the same with the Bucky and the Judge here. So no difference in terms of the shotgun. But the huge update is with the Vandal here. Alright. So a lot of people have been competing against, is the Phantom better, is the Vandal better? That is all comes down to personal preference here. So what they've gone ahead and decided that a lot of people are using the Phantom a lot more in the competitive scene. So they've gone and decided to buff the Vandal here. what they've gone and done is they've increased the fire rate from 9.25 to 9.75. So they've bumped up the speed firing rate, which is great. Increased the damage by 39 to 40 here. And the goal of the reason for the buff is to be able to make it more competitive in parallel with the Phantom. And if you guys are interested as well with those annoying little bugs, not little bugs, team leaving you all the time, they have updated the remake match here. If everyone in the lobby managed to type /remake here, you will be able to make the lobby if a teammate has left, provided that everyone agrees to remake before the buy time ends. So what happens when everyone gets a remake? You won't lose any MMR, ELO, or whatever you want to call it. And you can simply remake the same match with a different player in the team. Last but not least, if you're a streamer like myself, they have introduced the incognito mode in order to prevent all the stream sniping. I'm glad they have introduced this. Everyone has been complaining about it being stream sniped, finding out where your teammates are. I would definitely have this on when I do stream, so thankfully they have worked on adding this one at the earliest stage. But anyway, other than that, let me know what your thoughts are on 1.07 patch note here. And let me know, are you a Vandal or a Phantom fan? Because obviously they're buffing up the Vandal here. For me personally, I prefer both. It just really depends how I'm vibing of either one. Other than that, hope you guys enjoyed the video so far. Make sure you guys stay tuned. I will be doing a video about the Spleen bundle, which will be coming out tomorrow. So stay tuned for that video. Don't forget to hit that like, hit that subscribe, and hit that like button. That would be greatly appreciated. And thank you so much for supporting the channel. Peace out, and I'll see you guys in the next video.